Wisdom and intelligence are not about how much you know, but how you think, how you act, and how you handle life's challenges. A foolish man is not necessarily uneducated. He may have knowledge, but he lacks understanding. He may have opinions, but he lacks wisdom. The Stoics knew that stupidity is not just ignorance, it is a way of being. A way of thinking that leads to failure, suffering, and regret. So how do you recognize a foolish man? How do you avoid becoming one yourself? Here are 6 signs of a stupid man, according to Stoic wisdom. 1. He speaks more than he listens. A fool always wants to be heard. He talks endlessly, never pausing to listen or understand. Seneca said, "The reason why we have 2 ears and only 1 mouth is that we may listen more and talk less." A wise man speaks only when he has something valuable to say. A stupid man speaks just to fill the silence. Watch how people speak. The more someone interrupts, argues, or forces their opinions, the less they truly know. 2. He blames others for his failures. A foolish man never takes responsibility. When things go wrong, he points fingers. It's always someone else's fault, never his own. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." A stupid man refuses to learn from mistakes because he refuses to admit them. Instead of growing, he stays stuck, blaming, complaining, and making excuses. But a wise man, he owns his failures, learns from them, and moves forward. 3. He thinks he knows everything. Nothing is more dangerous than a man who believes he has nothing left to learn. Marcus Aurelius said, "If anyone can refute me, show me I'm making a mistake or looking at things from the wrong perspective, I'll gladly change." It's the truth I'm after. A stupid man resists correction. He ignores advice. He refuses to consider that he might be wrong. But wisdom begins with humility, the understanding that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. 4. He acts on emotion, not logic. A foolish man is a slave to his emotions. He reacts instead of thinking. When he is angry, he lashes out. When he is afraid, he panics. When he is sad, he gives up. Seneca warned, "A man is as miserable as he thinks he is." A stupid man lets his emotions dictate his actions, but a wise man controls himself. He doesn't let feelings cloud his judgment. He remains calm, patient, and in control. Emotions are natural, but letting them rule your life is foolish. 5. He seeks approval instead of respect. A fool wants to be liked by everyone. He changes himself to fit in, sacrificing his integrity just to gain approval. But Marcus Aurelius said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." A wise man doesn't chase validation. He stands firm in his beliefs. He does what is right, even if it is unpopular. Respect is earned through strength of character. A foolish man sells his soul for a moment of applause. 6. He never learns from his mistakes. A stupid man repeats the same mistakes over and over, never learning, never improving. Epictetus said, "Only the educated are free." A fool ignores the lessons life tries to teach him. He makes the same bad choices, follows the same destructive habits, and wonders why his life never changes. But a wise man? He adapts. He reflects. He grows. He understands that life is a teacher, and every mistake is a lesson. A stupid man is not just someone who lacks intelligence. He is someone who refuses to think, refuses to grow, refuses to take responsibility for his own life. But the good news? Stupidity is a choice, and so is wisdom. You don't have to be the fool who speaks more than he listens. You don't have to be the man who blames others instead of improving himself. You don't have to be controlled by emotion, driven by ego, or trapped in the same mistakes. The Stoics knew that wisdom is the key to a good life, and wisdom begins with humility, self-awareness, and discipline. So ask yourself, are you learning, growing, and thinking for yourself? Or are you letting ignorance control you? The choice is yours. This is the Stoic way.